First off, let me make this video started out with, you either love me or hate me. If you hate me, it means I've owned your mind, because that's what I do. Oh, and the Xbox 360 fanboys got their little pink and blue blankies under my over there in the corner right now, because that's what the Trade Brotherhood did to them. Compliments to the Trade Brotherhood. We placed them there. I'm going to give you all 360 fanboys 2 words I want you to try to find out the definition of these words, what they mean. The first word we're going to talk about today is irony. All right? Irony. Something that pertains to you. And the second word is going to pertain to you too. There's going to be a link. For 2 years, I heard this all the time.
You can't do kids! You can't do kids! You can't do kids!
Then the battle cry went out to sales. Now anybody with a high school diploma can tell you that if your system is $200 cheaper, and it comes out a year prior to the other one, right? It's going to have more sales than even the superior system, because the people are going to buy it because they can't wait for the superior system. So it's going to have more sales. You see how we link them 2 words together? Because the second word is buyer's remorse. That's what it is. Now the irony is here, the definition of irony is this. Y'all have no games now. You guys got no games right now, do you? I mean, here's what you hear from the 360 fanboy, right? This is all you hear from their camp, right? That's all you hear. You're still talking about Halo. You're still talking about Halo. You're still talking about Halo. You're still talking about Halo and Gears of War. You ain't talking about Gears of War 2 because I told you irrefutable, undeniable, factual evidence it was going to suck, and guess what? It did. So you slid that under the carpet. But you're still talking about Halo and Gears of War. But you're still, at the risk of sounding like Allen Iverson, you're still talking about 2 games, Halo and Gears of War. And I know some of you 360 fanboys are going to be like,
Who's Allen Iverson? Is he some kind of developer, a team lead developer for some team or something? Is that Allen Iverson?
yeah, that's what you're probably saying. Because you got 2 games. You got no other games to play. And that's a fact. Still talking about Halo and Gears of War, please. What other word will I talk about right now? Oh, the official. Here's another one I'm going to bring you. Shocking evidence, factual evidence. And I'm going to tell you it's going to be fact right now. The official last release on the Xbox 360 will be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And that game is also released on a tray with better quality. But that will be the last game that will be officially released for the Xbox 360. Because what kind of developers want to release a game for a system that fails 39% of the time? Huh? What kind of, Microsoft, your system actually increased failure rate now 39% of the time. Why? Why? Well, and the tray, it'll go on another 8 to 10 years. Because developers are flocking to that system to develop for. They're scurrying in line waiting to develop for that system. So they flock to greatness. Just like the Trade Brothers, we flock to greatness. That's why we got the trade. Y'all have a 39% failure rate. It's climbing. It's escalating now. You know why? Because you guys accept mediocrity. That's why. You guys accept inferior products. From the gaming console, to your inferior exclusives, to your inferior controllers, to your inferior fanboys. You accept mediocrity. Because that's all you guys are used to is mediocrity with Microsoft. Well, us and the Trade Brothers won't accept that. We accept greatness. That's why we own a trade. And I'm going to make another statement right now, which will lead to be factual. Microsoft will cease operations of the 720. Guarantee they will cease operations of the 720. Because they can't continue to take a beating. They already lost last generation, and they lost this generation. They lost 2 generations in a row. So right now, Microsoft's going to get out of this console business. They're going to close up their console division, get out of it, and just go back to making software and operating systems. Y'all going to make an operating system. Y'all gonna make operating systems, man. The biggest failed operating system ever. Windows Vista. Y'all gonna force me to go buy a Mac, spending $2,500, $3,000 on a Mac now because your operating system sucks. It might be worse. Hey, that might be a bigger failure than the 360. I don't think anything could be a bigger failure than the 360. The 360 is a failed, flawed device. It's garbage. So what y'all 360 fanboys need to do to get out of this corner that the Trade Brothers placed you in, you need to go out there, right? You need to go out there, you need to buy the tray. Tray for life. That's what you need to do. So you can be a witness to what Sony does. Because that's what we do at the Trade Brotherhood. We buy greatness. We don't accept mediocrity like you Microsoft 360 fanboys. We don't do that. Mediocrity ain't it's not in our vocabulary. But here's another thing I want to leave you guys with too. Buyer's remorse. Look that word up in the Webster's Dictionary. Tell me what you think. If you can read. Seriously, tell me what you think. If you can read. For real. Go buy the trade, man, because you ain't got the trade, you're being left in the dust. All right, shut it off now, man. Let him out of the corner now, too, man, for real.